Good evening and welcome to Guiding Light News. Here's what we're following tonight. A mass escape from a former ISIS-linked camp in Syria as security forces struggle to maintain control. What both sides walked away with after President Trump's State of the Union, and what scripture can help us discern about truth and leadership. A bomb hoax forces the evacuation of the Australian Prime Minister as tensions rise with China-linked groups. The United States and South Korea prepare for major joint military drills with global implications. A deadly series of avalanches drives the western U.S. death toll to 16 this year. Uruguay declares simultaneous national emergencies, one for drought, the other for avian flu. Plus, updated U.S. travel security guidance for Mexico. And we wrap with tomorrow's North America weather forecast. We begin tonight overseas, where security concerns are intensifying. Top story: mass escape from former ISIS-linked camp. A Syrian Interior Ministry spokesperson confirmed that a mass escape has taken place from the now-closed Al-Hol camp, which once held thousands of individuals suspected of affiliation with the Islamic State. Syrian government forces took control of the camp on January 21st, but clashes with Kurdish-led fighters created chaos along a 17-kilometer section of the perimeter. Officials say at least 133 breaches have been discovered, though the total number of escapees remains unknown. The camp has long been viewed as one of the world's most dangerous holding sites, with residents radicalized by years of conflict and instability. Although a ceasefire halted the fighting last month, the escapes have renewed fears of ISIS resurgence in a region still healing from years of terror. State of the Union, two sides, one speech. Next tonight, a look at what both conservative and progressive analysts say President Donald Trump achieved and didn't achieve during his State of the Union address. From Doug Schoen, Fox News Analysis. Schoen describes Trump's performance as virtuoso. He argues the president successfully tied the nation's progress to Republican leadership, emphasizing economic transformation and what Trump called the golden age of America. Schoen notes, Trump claimed the affordability crisis, central to Democrats' 2025 victories, is now under control. He framed Republicans as champions of healthcare, lower prices, and tax relief. He criticized Democrats sharply, calling out chamber disruptions, empty seats, and what he described as disunity on the left. However, Schoen concludes that while the speech was stirring, it's unclear whether it swayed undecided voters. From CNN analysts Zachary B. Wolf and Kurt Merrill. CNN's perspective paints a different picture. They argue Trump delivered the speech amid sinking approval ratings and multiple political challenges, including a controversial mass deportation strategy, escalating tensions with Iran, a recent Supreme Court rejection of his tariff policies. CNN also corrected some of Trump's inflation claims, noting, Biden did not preside over the worst inflation in U.S. history. Inflation fell significantly during Biden's final years. Current inflation rates do not support Trump's assertions. So, who's right? At Guiding Light News, we filter everything through scripture. Proverbs 18 verse 17 reminds us, the first to present his case seems right, until another comes and examines him. Both sides highlight real concerns. Scripture calls us to be discerning, slow to anger, quick to listen, and grounded not in political emotion, but in truth, humility, and wisdom. No political party holds righteousness, only God does. Australian PM evacuated after bomb hoax. Australian authorities evacuated Prime Minister Anthony Albanese from his official residence after a bomb threat emailed to the Chinese-banned Shenyun performing troupe. The threat claimed explosives had been placed around the residence and demanded the troupe cancel its performances. The email referenced nitroglycerin and threatened mass casualties. Authorities found no explosives, and the investigation is ongoing. Shenyun, part of the Falun Gong movement, banned in China, is often targeted by pro-Beijing entities. U.S. South Korea joint military drills begin March 9th. The annual Freedom Shield exercise will run March 9th to 19th. The drills will include U.S., South Korean, and UN command forces and incorporate lessons from recent conflicts. These exercises come as South Korea prepares to eventually assume wartime operational control from the United States. North Korea routinely condemns these drills, calling them preparation for invasion. Western U.S. avalanche death toll rises to 16. Avalanche danger remains high across the western United States. 2 more fatalities, one in Idaho, one in Utah, add to a growing list of tragedies. More than 97 avalanches have been recorded in just 2 weeks. Officials are urging backcountry travelers to exercise extreme caution. Uruguay declares dual national emergencies. Uruguay is now under both an agricultural emergency due to months-long drought and a nationwide health emergency because of the H5 avian flu spreading among wild birds. Authorities warn that the agricultural sector, one of Uruguay's most important exports, is under significant stress. U.S. travel security update, Mexico. The U.S. Embassy reports restrictions lifted for Tijuana and Monterrey. A nighttime curfew remains for U.S. government staff in Guadalajara, Puerto Vallarta, and Ciudad Guzman. Flights are stabilizing, but travelers should confirm schedules. Roads between Guadalajara and Puerto Vallarta are partially reopened. Travelers are urged to monitor local news and maintain communication with family. Weather, North America tomorrow. Here's a look at tomorrow's outlook. Northeast, cold with scattered snow showers, especially in higher elevations. Southeast, mild and mostly sunny, highs in the upper 60s and low 70s. Midwest, a wintry mix from Chicago to Detroit, expect slick morning travel. South, warm and humid across the Gulf states, isolated thunderstorms possible. Rockies and Intermountain West, snow continuing at higher elevations. Pacific Northwest, rain returns with coastal wind gusts. Canada, bitter cold on the prairies, light snow in Ontario and Quebec. Scripture wrap-up. Tonight we covered conflict, politics, danger, division, and natural disaster. But God gives us clarity in the midst of confusion. Let us close with Isaiah 26 verse 3. You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you. May we walk forward not in fear of world events, but in confidence that God remains sovereign over all nations. May I. This has been Guiding Light News. Good night and God bless.